You know, when you go in the bunker, another great place for the PivotPro, because again, it angles that right leg in and it gets you away from swaying with a bunker shot. Now, I was taught to dig my feet into the sand and brace it in with the sand. A lot of amateurs don't do that. When they put the PivotPro on, the next time they get into a bunker without the PivotPro, they're definitely going to dig in like a pro does and brace up that right leg. You can kind of cheat in the bunker, but first of all, you got to get in there, brace it this way, and get yourself away from lateral motion, which will kill you in a bunker. I'm standing in the bunker on the 10th hole in the famous Blue Monster. Behind me, you can see the hotel and the stands from the recent World Championship we just played a few days ago. So this bunker was in play for sure, and there was a lot of guys in this bunker last week. Now I'm going to talk about using the PivotPro in the bunker. One of the biggest mistakes that is made in a bunker is too much lateral motion in the bunker. So the PivotPro, you can put it right in here in the bunker. Now normally I will dig in and get my feet braced to hit a bunker shot. A lot of folks don't do that very well, and I've always was trained by all the great teachers I've worked with, from Claude Harmon, Ken Venturi, Johnny Revolta, Jackie Burke, all great players and great teachers, Bob Toski, that you get in a little more on your left side. You don't want to be leaning back to take the club away low. You want to get the club head up on your backswing. Starting left gets you more up. Starting right or shifting right keeps the club lower in the backswing. So if I start back and shift back, that will keep the club low in the backstroke. Not what you want in the bunker. You want to get the club a little more vertical. You want some wrist set. So you want to set up with your weight forward always. I keep the ball a little more forward. My stance, maybe this would be center. I would want to keep the ball a little more forward and get the club head up on my backswing. Not going to drift to the outside. So that's a big, big key. So it's going to look something like this. We're going to start left. We're going to kind of stay right in there and go right through to the finish. 3 additional tips. Enter the sand 3 inches behind the ball. Don't try to get too close. Splash the sand out of the bunker, and when you go through, go through. Make sure you turn to the target. That will give you the power to get out of the bunker and up onto the green. Okay, if you're having trouble in the bunker, put the rod in, and the rod's going to prevent you from sliding. You'll really feel it. So when I dig in here to hit this bunker shot, I'm going to dig my feet in a little bit and feel my weight on the inside. Now that's going to leave me just a slight gap there between my right hip and the rod coming up. Now when I take this club back, I want to keep that distance right there. I don't want to feel sliding into that rod. You know, that's not what I want, this movement right here. So you take a few backswings and go back and just look down and check to see that you're getting some space between you and that rod. I don't want you to go this way, not that much, but staying right here where you're staying very center, and then just slap that sand. You're going to hit into that sand, take a little furrow of sand there and go through. So you got your weight forward, you got your gap there, you're going to keep it. Take the club up, slap down in the sand, finish. This guy will tell you if you're sliding on the backswing. Phenomenal training tool right here in the bunker.